Positioning set, offer set, service set. Now it is time to go out and start making some money. Let's talk about how you can land your first client. So first things first here. I've worked with over 500 agencies in the last 2 years alone. And the number one thing they come here for, they ask me about is, how do I get more clients? And the first thing I do is I say, show me your social media profiles. And they inevitably say, oh, I don't really use social. I don't really post that much, or like blah, blah, blah. Nonsense. You absolutely have to post on your own social media channels. Talk about it and be about it. You need to be positioning yourself as the person who can solve the problem for your ICP. Now, let me go off tangent here and talk a little bit about something called imposter syndrome. This is the core reason why a lot of people don't post, right? They feel like the people on their timelines are going to judge them for all of a sudden talking about attorneys, or all of a sudden talking about marketing for dentists. If you want to build a business, you have to learn to stop giving a about what other people think. There are going to be people in your personal life, there are going to be people not in your personal life who are going to see that and just want to throw massive stones at you. And you have to ask yourself, what matters to you more? The opinions of people that you went to high school with, who are probably still living in their mom's basement, or your families, and how you feel about yourself. This is about building a better life for yourself and for your family, and doing something that you enjoy doing every single day. Having control over your life. Those people do not matter. You have to be about it. Use your social media channels. Stop thinking about what other people. All right, so let me get off my soapbox. So what do you talk about on social media? Don't just talk about what it is that you sell. You need to create content around the problems that your ICP has. Here's a couple examples of content. This is from Twitter. This is on TikTok. Yes, I am on TikTok. And this is from LinkedIn. These are the 3 platforms that I focus on in addition to YouTube for my social media presence. And everything that I'm talking about here is helping my ICP to solve their problems. Look at this one here. I actually just posted this, how to make $1 million selling a service in 6 months or less. This is for all the people that are watching this right now, for my agency people. I talk about this stuff a lot on social media, and what it does is attracts people to me. They see my businesses and all of a sudden they want to work together. It really is that simple. The thing with social media is that it takes a long time. You can't give up after 1 month. You got to be consistent with it. You got to post every single day, and you have to be committed to it. Just go all in. Be all in. If this is something that you're really passionate about doing, changing your life, starting a business, then you have to go all in. You cannot dip your toe in the water. And that means if you're working a job too, who cares? I started my first company when I was working a 6-figure consulting job, and I did not give a shit. I had one foot out the door the whole time because this is what I wanted to be doing. This is where I wanted to be. You have to take massive action on this. And that's not about just watching some videos and starting a website. This means everything in your life needs to be focused, pushing all of your energy here to building this business. You are in the right place because this model works. That's the hardest part. Now you just have to take action. So that's tactic 1 on how to get clients. Post on social media, right? You might not get a client in a day, but if you do it every single day for the next 6 months, you will get at least one very good client, I promise you, especially if you're creating content for your ICP, not for people in high school. The next one, and probably the most reliable one, and probably something that you've gotten a million YouTube ads from all those bullshit gurus, outbound sales. Cold outreach gets a bad rap, and really for good reason, because people spam the hell out of it and they don't do it right. But it's really the most cost-effective way to get clients. It's even for big businesses. This isn't just for people getting started like yourself. You get to a point where you realize that marketing kind of is like casting a net, but when you do cold outreach, it's more like spearfishing. You can go after the exact type of client that you know that you can help and get results for. And that's really what this is about. This is about identifying a very small list of people that are your ICP, right? So for us, it's attorneys, specifically injury attorneys that have a minimum of 5 attorneys on staff. So we're able to set prospecting parameters, right? During our research process where we're going out and finding these people, and we just build a list of them, right? And then we'll go through and we'll vet that even more. We'll really go through and qualify. We'll put them into Zoom info to see how many people are working there, the valuation of the company. We'll go on LinkedIn to see how many employees are working there. We'll really qualify to make sure that they have the budget and also that they have the problem. So we spend a lot of time doing that, connecting on social media, joining their email list. This is actually an example of a guy who joined my email list. We just hired him and he did a very good job of sending us an email about what's happening with our email, about an issue that we're having with performance. We hired him on the spot. Why? Because he found a problem, he identified, and he made us a pitch. That's really what this is all about. It wasn't spammy. It wasn't a mass email. This is how cold outreach is done. And when you're dedicated to doing it at this level, you will actually get clients and you will actually not annoy people as well. So the prospecting and the cleaning part is really the most important part here. It takes time and it takes patience. But again, this is about getting clients. This isn't about having phone calls. It's about getting people to actually hire you and pay you. And specifically when you have a productized service, this becomes much easier to pitch, right? You find the people that have your pain points, you build a very small list of them, and then you contact them by identifying an opening that ties back to your offer, right? So looking for issues, looking for opportunities. When it comes to SEO, how we do outbound is we'll build a list of people, right? All that are attorneys. We'll make sure that they hit all of our criteria that we've set. And then we'll have our business development rep. He's a VA in Venezuela. He goes through and he dumps them all into Ahrefs. And then he looks for issues and opportunities. He looks for toxic links. He looks for bad content. He looks for a dip and decrease in traffic, right? He looks for competitors that are on the rise, because that then guides the contact that we send to them. So now we're able to send them a very specific pitch about a problem that they're having with a solution that we can offer right then and there. It's super easy when you're productized. You're basically selling a product. Hey, this is a problem that we identified. Here's a solution. Are you interested? It really is that easy, right? So we want to send a clear, concise email to the prospect one by one. You don't need mass email tools. Again, this is about building a list of businesses that you know that you can help, waiting for an opportunity or finding that opportunity, and then sending them an email, right? You don't have to overthink it. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. A couple sentences, keep it short, get to the point, and then follow up as needed, right? There's no wrong or rule. If people respond to you on the first one, you've got a little bit more leeway to follow up. If they don't bother them. They're not interested. Just move on to the next one or come back with another opening, a different opportunity. We found an issue with their content. Oh, that one didn't hit. Hey, you have toxic links. Another opportunity that we can send with a follow-up, as opposed to saying, hey, sir, did you get my previous email? Yes, I did. I'm just not interested. But if you send them a different pitch with a different angle, a different opportunity, then you've got a much better chance, because again, doesn't change. These are qualified businesses that you can help. You just have to get in front of them and show up the right way. So just keep in mind, you're an expert and you're here to help. You are not a spammer. You have put in the time, you have put in the energy to identify the right opening, right? You're not some random person. You're taking the time to actually send them personalized one-to-one communication, specifically speaking to their problems, not what you offer, right? People don't care about you, they care about themselves. There's a numbers and timings game. Don't get down on yourself. You're probably gonna hear people say, please stop contacting me, go f yourself. But you just gotta roll the punches, understand that it's not about you, it's probably about themselves having a bad day. They're just taking it out on you. Do not feel bad about sending an email. Be consistent and give yourself the opportunity to have success. So within the Blueprint, we actually have a program that literally helps you set up cold outreach for your agency very quickly, very easily, very effectively. The number one reason why people don't have success is because they're not consistent with it. They gave up too early. They did not give themselves the opportunity to have success. This is not something where you're going to send 10 emails and get 10 clients. You're going to have to send a lot of emails. You're going to have to test those emails. You're going to have to test your offers, and you're going to have to do this consistently. You're gonna have to have thick skin, you're gonna have to be a hard worker, and you're gonna have to wanna push through this. But again, you have to ask yourself, how big is the pain of doing whatever you're doing now and not growing your agency? That pain needs to be bigger than the pain in the ass it is to do outbound. Trust me, if you do it right, if you follow those very specific tips, and it will get you clients consistently. So what I always coach people to do, 5 emails per day for outbound, 1 social media post per day for 6 months. If you do this, 5 emails per day, 1 social media post per day for 6 months, and you don't get any clients or you don't get your business off the ground, I will personally work with you one-on-one to get you your first client, I promise. So as I said, if you can't commit to that, you're in the wrong place. The world needs employees too. Don't mean to be an asshole, but that's just what it is. This takes hard work. This is not some get rich quick scheme. I told you that from the beginning, that these YouTubers are selling to you about Shopify dropshipping. This is a real business, and it takes real time. It takes real effort. It takes real energy. It's not easy. It is hard. But I promise you, this is the foundation. This is everything that you need to do to find the right clients, to put together an offer that crushes it, to learn an impactful service that makes a difference for their business, and how to get more clients in your business. Everything is here for you for free. And if you want to learn more about how we can coach and work with you one-on-one to get these results in your agency, just hit the link below, talk to one of our growth specialists. If not, I'll see you in the next video.